since ayaw magpaliwanag ang VP, so ibig sabihin nito, yung paggastos ng 125 million ay na pera ng taong bayan ay hindi maipaliwanag. At yung tactics na ganyan, na parang parang sorry for the pusit, na kapag nasusukol na ang pusit ay nagaano ng maitim na tinta. So ayaw natin ng ganun, Madam Chair, kasi yung atin namang pinag-uusapan dito ay budget.
Yes, Madam Vice President.
She may not like my answer. She may not like how I answer. She may not like the content of my answer. But I am answering.
Dito sa budget hearing na to, I am asking about yung national budget na ipapasa natin sa Kongreso para sa bansang Pilipinas sa taong 2025. At ang pangalawang at huling tanong ko sa ngayon, before I make at the proper time propose an amendment which may or may not be accepted by the chair and by the colleagues, para nga mas i-align ang mga kaperahan natin, lalo na't masikip ang fiscal space natin doon sa mga appropriate programs sa appropriate agencies na malayang-malaya ang OVP makipag-partner sa kanila tulad ng sino pang opisina sa executive. Ang tanong ko po ay ilang mga libro ng isang kaibigan ay bibilihin at i-distribute, at if the VP could tell us more about the contents ng librong ito. Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, the book is not for sale. We only pay for the publication of the book. And we will send Senator Antiveros a copy so that she will know what is the content of the book.
This question is not only for me, Madam Chair, para rin para sa mga kasama dito sa budget hearing. Baka ilang araw pa bago mapadala at mabasa ko, which I certainly will. But I am asking a question bilang isang mambabatas sa head of agency ng isang opisina sa executive dito sa budget hearing na to. Simpleng tanong. Tell us more about the book, isang kaibigan, at ilang kopya nito ang bibilihin ng gobyerno sa halagang 10 milyong piso at i-distribute sa kasama ng mga bags sa 1 million learners sa remote communities, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, this is an example of politicizing the budget hearing through the questions of a senator. Ang problema niya kasi, nakalagay yung pangalan ko doon sa libro. At yung libro na yan, ibibigay namin doon sa mga bata. At yung mga bata na yan, may mga magulang na boboto. At yung pangalan ko ay nagkalat doon sa kung saan man ibibigay yung libro. Madam Chair, we commit to send tomorrow everyone in this room a copy of the book.
Madam Chair, hindi ko maintindihan yung ugali ng ating resource person. It is a simple question. Paulit-ulit na this is politicizing. Ang VP ang nagbanggit ng salitang boboto. Wala akong sinabing boboto. I'm simply asking, hindi ko ma-imagine we're making so much trouble, so much fuss about a 10 million peso item na itinatanong ko lang simpleng, what is the book about? At ilang kopya ang bibilihin ng gobyerno sa halagang 10 milyong piso at i-distribute. I don't appreciate this kind of attitude, Madam Chair. Usually, ang resource persons natin ay nagbibigay ng parehong institutional courtesy sa legislature na ibinibigay natin sa executive. I don't appreciate this kind of attitude.
I think that we should really stick to the budget, and I think this is just being very objective. I would like to ask also, since we're going to be furnished a copy tomorrow, we can look at it and evaluate what the content of the book is. But maybe just a general, we won't ask line by line, ano ba yung libro na yan. But tell me, is it for good manners and right conduct? That's fine. Is it science? Is it history? So maybe just a general one so we can just answer it, because I understand that every office will have its own advocacy and initiative. So, but then I don't think it's also wrong for us to be curious what it is about. So just a general one. Any of the undersecretaries can tell me what the topic of the book is? Is it history? What is it?
Madam Chair, the explanation is in the title, Isang Kaibigan. It's about friendship.
Okay. Then that's for the record. It's about friendship.
Madam Chair, just a last point.
Okay.
So kung sana ganun yung naging sagot sa simula pa, 'di ba? Napakasimple. Simpleng tanong, dapat simpleng sagot. Nagkwento pa ng kwento na sinabi dati na walang kinalaman sa tanong ko. Just for the record, as a last point, Madam Chair, this is public funds and we're making inquiries about them. Budget hearing po ito. Hindi po lahat about you. Pera po ito ng taong bayan. For the record,
I
Madam
think
Chair.
let's
Thank
not
you,
get
Madam Chair.
personal, but
Yes.
I understand the emotion is high. But let's continue on. If you have any more questions, Senator Risa, we will
Those
have
are just
around-
my 2 questions, Madam Chair. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
So yung utilization ay napakababa. Pero syempre comment ko lang, no, mas mabilis siya sa confidential funds. 100% in 11 days.
Madam Chair,
So, Madam Chair, so according to the utilization of the confidential and intelligence funds submitted by the COA to us, no, so we have here surveillance and monitoring. Sabihin ko lang, Madam Chair, no, yung purchase of information out of 125 million confidential funds in 2022, purchase of information 14 million, payment of reward 10 million, rental and other incidental expenses relative to the maintenance of safe houses 16 million, purchase of supplies 35 million, provision of medical and food aid 40 million, payment of incentives or traveling relative to confidential operations 10 million. So a total of 125 million conducted surveillance in 132 areas in 11 days. So 100% utilization. Madam Chair, I have also here a report about the notice of disallowance. According to the notice of disallowance, the COA disallowed 73,287,000 out of 125 million confidential funds used by the OVP in 2022. So this is 58.63% of the 125 million. So can you confirm, the Vice President?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, since you allowed her a snide comment, you will allow me a snide comment as well.
So my question is,
Madam-
can you
yes.
confirm?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
Okay.
Yes, Madam Chair.
So,
Before you proceed, may I remind both our guests and our resource
You should have reminded her when she said the line, diba? I called your attention, Madam Chair. You did not recognize me. So, ngayon, sasabihin ko na, if you allowed her that, you allowed me a snide comment as well.
I don't recall hearing a snide comment, Madam Vice President. Ang snide comment, that's a matter of judgment. So please proceed
Secretariat,
please
Madam
proceed,
Chair, I
ma'am,
would like the
with your-
Secretariat to repeat the first 3 lines of the comments.
point of order, Madam Chair. Point of order, Madam Chair, kasi parang...
So let's please proceed with the answer.
Point of order,
Madam
Madam Chair, kasi parang siya yung nagpe-preside eh.
Yeah, that's why ma'am.
Kasi inuutusan
Madam
mo
Vice
yung
President.
secretariat natin sa Committee on Appropriation.
Yes,
Alam mo
so
ano, di ba?
please,
So,
yes,
okay, thank you,
Madam
Madam
Vice
Chair.
President, please proceed with the response. There's a question. Please proceed with the response.
Madam Chair, I do not understand bakit a person convicted of child abuse is still sitting in a seat
Point of order, so ito yung sinasabi natin na dinadivert ang usapan sa ating budget hearing. Kung nagawa po niya yan sa Senado, Madam Chair, dapat hindi natin yan pahintulutan dito sa Kamara.
You allowed her a snide comment and then you will not allow
Please wait
a
to be
snide
recognized.
comment?
Excuse me, our members and our guests.
warned you.
Please wait. Don't
go to this rabbit hole.
Please wait to be acknowledged before you speak. Okay, so at this point, Honorable Manuel.
Yes, Madam Chair, again, it's another point of order kasi kapag may mga deliberation tayo, we should stick to the topic. Hindi pwede, Madam Chair, na dinadivert natin yung usapan para hindi natin sagutin yung tanong ng mga mambabatas natin. This is actually the best opportunity, formal proceedings, nakikita po ng publiko para malaman anong sagot ng Vice Presidente. So hindi po natin napapayagan ang ganong mga argumento na hindi naman tumutumbok dun sa topic natin.
So, Madam Vice
Chair,
President, there's
I
a
will make this
question.
easy
So
for you.
Please make your responses direct to the point.
Sige, ma'am. I will make this easy for you. What rules are we using for this budget hearing?
We have our rules
Yes, ma'am.
adopted by the Committee on Appropriations.
Right, okay. We searched for that rule. So, we only found the general rules. So, we have a copy of the rules for the budget hearings.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, mas importante ang rules para sa amin. Kayo po, ang kailangan nyo lang marinig is yung acknowledgement for you to begin to speak. Yun lang po ang pinaka-importante para sa guests. Sa totoo lang po.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ang pinaka-importante, yes, you may proceed. At saka po yung adjournment, yun lang po. Yung termination po, yun ang pinaka-importante lang po. For the rules, yun ang ay importante para sa members. But we may provide the copy to you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
please proceed and answer the
May we
question.
request a copy?
Yes, yes, absolutely. But
Yes.
please, there is a question. And do you want us to repeat the question? And we will not penalize you all the time.
I don't,
You can repeat the facts from the notice of disallowance.
I don't need a
the
repeat of
Honorable
the
Franz.
question.
Yes, Honorable Franz Castro, you may repeat your question on the notice of disallowance, I believe.
Yeah, tama, Madam Chair. So according to COA, the notice of disallowance is amounted to 73,287,000 out of 125. At ito po, Madam Chair, yung mga breakdown ng mga disallowed na mga na mga purchases. So reward payment of 10 million, payment of rewards, various goods, 34.857 million, payment of rewards, medicines, 24.93 million, tables, chairs, desks, computer and printers, 3.5 million. So, ang question, Madam Chair, so yung letter A, B, and C, so nakita naman natin nandoon yung sa joint circular. How about yung ito, no? How about yung mga tables, chairs, desktop, computer na umabot po ito sa 3.5 million. So, pwede bang maipaliwanag kung bakit ito pinurchase, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I still request for the rules of the budget hearings. Okay, gusto mo sagutin ko, ma'am.
Yes, Madam.
This is a hearing of the budget of 2025. Nasaan dito ang confidential funds? Yung tanong niya,
Madam
confidential
Chair.
funds. Nasaan dito?
Honorable Franz, you may
Ito yung continuing, continuing questions pa natin noong 2024, during the last budgets. Hindi na ipaliwanag itong 125 million na alam naman natin na wala ito sa budget ng 2022. So, ito, Madam Chair, sa rule naman natin, lahat dito tinatanong no? So, according to the budget, whether it is in the past, kasi nakikita natin yung utilization noong mga budget, kahit na yung past years, ay pwede nating busisiin dito, Madam Chair. Tama ba ako, Madam Chair?
I will agree with you, the Honorable Franz Castro. You may proceed,
Yes,
Madam
ma'am.
Vice President.
Yun yung sagot ko, ma'am. Nasaan
Ang topic natin dito at ang pinasubmit ninyo sa amin is the budget proposal of 2025. Where in the budget proposal of 2025 is the item confidential funds. Sa in aid of legislation nga ninyo, nakalagay nga doon sa rules ninyo, diba? The discussion should be germane to the topic. The topic is the 2025 budget proposal. Now tell me,
Madam Vice
Where is
President, the Honorable Franz
confidential
Castro has already provided a sufficient explanation for why she asked the question. So please proceed with your answer.
Madam Chair,
It's a very
why are we
simple
discussing
question.
the budget of 2023 and 2024?
Honorable Franz Castro.
So kung ayaw niya sagutin, Madam Chair, so let me go through na lang with my question kasi related naman ito. Remember, Madam Chair, pinestyon natin ito noong last year at yung 125 million na ito ay hindi ito maipaliwanag, no? Dahil nga confidential no? Nagtago sa word na confidential. At ngayon, kailangan nating maipaliwanag at it is in the interest of the people. Yung 125 million na ito, Madam Chair, kaya kailangan ito na mabusisi at kailangan ito maipaliwanag ng OVP. Kaya hindi tayo pwedeng questionin ng mga rules, questionin ng mga topic, etc. Dahil related din naman talaga ito sa budget, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Madam Chair.
Yes, you may proceed.
I request that the chairperson of the Finance Committee preside over this hearing.
Madam Vice President, with due respect, you are not allowed to do that, Madam Vice President. You are not allowed to introduce any motion. You are a resource person at this
Not-
hearing, Madam Vice
I did not move,
President.
ma'am. I requested as your resource person, I requested
So
to the
your request
chairperson
is
of the
denied,
committee.
Madam Vice President. Just please answer the question. The issue on confidential funds falls squarely within our discussion of your 2025 budget.
Narinig mo yung sinabi niya, ma'am? Narinig mo yung
Please proceed.
nakikinig ka sa kanya kanina?
Absolutely.
Walang rules dito.
Please proceed and answer the question. It's a very simple question.
Diba?
Please explain the specific spending on those items that she enumerated, amounting to a total of Honorable Franz, do you want to
Amounting
repeat
to a
that?
total of 73.287 million. So, dahil may notice of disallowance, so ibig sabihin, Madam Chair, illegal ito at not in accordance with the joint circular by the COA, the BM, and other related agencies. So kung ito ay dinisallow, so ibig sabihin, illegal yung paggamit nito. Madam Chair, itong mga items na binanggit ko po, Madam
Madam
Chair.
Chair, you
Madam Vice President.
you cannot allow a member of the House to just claim that it is illegal. That is a notice of disallowance. That is a procedure inside the Commission on Audit. Hindi sa upuan niya.
Honorable Franz.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. So, thank you for the explanation, Madam President. Okay, next. According to accomplishment report of OVP, it spent 10 million for payment of reward. So, Madam Chair, in 11 days, ilang tao kaya at magkano kada tao ang reward? In fact, COA disallowed the whole amount spent by OVP for payment of reward. Hindi ba, Madam Chair, questionable ito?
Madam Chair, the invitation letter that we received from the House of Representatives. Dear Vice President Duterte, the House Committee on Appropriations will hold briefings, hearings on the budget proposals of various departments, agencies, and corporations relative to the fiscal year 2025 National Expenditure Program as the basis of the fiscal year 2025 General Appropriations Bill. Saan? Sa presentation ko kanina, ang haba. Ang confidential funds.
Honorable Franz Castro.
Madam Chair, point of order lang ulit, Madam Chair. Kasi kailangan lang nating ma-establish, I would assume hindi naman po pinanganak kahapon ng ating resource person. Practice po natin sa
Madam
House.
Chair, that is a
bago
polite
po-
remark.
Na para po tayo ay makapagtalakay ng budget na pinopropose para sa susunod na fiscal year, chine-check natin paano din gumagastos yung mga ahensya even in the current year and in the past year. Also, Madam Chair, Section 162, Rulings as Precedents, rulings on questions raised by members shall form part of the parliamentary practice of the House. At practice po natin since time immemorial na hindi lang po ang proposed budget yung tinatalakay. Kasi yung performance ay dapat bahagi din ng discussion. Yun lang, Madam Chair.
Noted. Honorable Franz, could you kindly check if your mic works?
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. So yun po, no, yung sinasabi natin kanina, yung payment ng reward, the resource person can answer this. Questionable, tingin ko ay questionable ito. Okay? So, next, according to the accomplishment report, isa sa pinaggamitan ng OVP ng confidential funds ay yung provision of medical and food aid. This is not allowed under the Joint Circular number 2015-01 dahil kailan pa naging confidential fund ang pagbibigay ng ayuda. Or kung ito naman ay ginamit sa mga ginamit na tao, informant, in 11 days. So, paano kaya ginamit itong 40 million na ito, no, para sa medical and food aid in 11 days, Madam Chair? So yun yung tanong ko. Kung dito ginamit doon sa mga aids, medical aid or food aid, pero paano kaya, Madam Chair, ginamit itong 40 million na ito as a medical and food aid ng ilang tao in 11 days? So, yun po yung tanong natin, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, the subject of this hearing is the OVP 2025 budget proposal. We do not have an item of confidential funds in the OVP budget proposal.
Honorable Franz.
So, may I continue, Madam Chair? Isa sa bumubukol na confidential fund ng OBP noong 2022 ay nasabi ko na, Madam Chair, yung medical and food aid at saka yung mga purchase of supplies. According to the accomplishment report, the OBP spent 40 million now for medical and food aid in 11 days. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, Madam Chair, konting math, pumapatak na 3.64 million kada araw ang gastos, no, para sa food and medical aid. So hindi natin maintindihan, Madam Chair, paano ito ginastos in 11 days, no? Is 3.64 million kada araw dito sa item na ito.
Madam Vice
Do you want to
President.
comment?
Madam Vice President.
I did not call you, Ma'am. It was Representative Arroyo who called you.
The chair would like to remind both the resource persons and the members to please wait to be acknowledged before you speak.
Yes, Ma'am.
Yes, so,
Tinawag
you
mo
mean,
ako.
yes,
For what, Ma'am?
to respond.
So, any comment, Madam Chair, dun sa sinabi natin based dun sa accomplishment report? So, kung gagamitan natin ng konting math, 3.64 million kada araw ang gastos para sa medical and food for 11 days. For how many people ba ito?
Madam Chair, the topic and the invitation of the House of Representatives to the Office of the Vice President for this hearing is the 2025 budget proposal. There is no confidential funds in the 2025 budget proposal.
for the information of the body, the letter that we sent, our Madam Vice President, reads as follows. In the second paragraph, we noted the following topics to be discussed. Item number 3 is comparative budget allocation and utilization rate from fiscal year 2019 to 2023. That's item number 3. So I can provide you copies of the letter. So clearly, confidential funds spent in 2022 falls squarely within that. So yes, Honorable Francie, may proceed.
Yes, Madam Chair. So, mukhang hindi na tayo sasagutin ng hindi na ako sasagutin ng ating Vice President. So, sa bawat sagot kasi na ganyan ng ating Vice President, for the record, since ayaw magpaliwanag ang VP, so ibig sabihin nito, yung paggastos ng 125 million ay na pera ng taong bayan ay hindi maipaliwanag. So, yun lang, Madam Chair. Kaya hinihiling natin sa Vice President o OVP na kailangan na maipaliwanag itong mga sinasabing item dito. Anyway, Madam Chair, sa kanila naman ang galing, no, yung utilization of confidential and intelligence fund. And of course, ito lang naman ang hawak ko din dito, yung notice of disallowance. Kaya gusto talaga nating maintindihan, Madam Chair, kung ang notice of disallowance ay, so syempre, papaliwanag pa nila yan, kung paano, di ba? So, kailangan malaman din ng taong bayan na sila yung nagbibigay ng pondo para sa operations ng OVP at lahat ng mga agency. At kailangan yung maipaliwanag. So, hindi pwede yung ganyan na yung tactics na ganyan, na parang, parang sorry for the pusit, na kapag nasusukol na ang pusit, ay nagaano ng maitim na tinta. So, ayaw natin ng ganun, Madam Chair, kasi yung atin namang pinag-uusapan dito ay budget. No? So, wag naman mag-ugaling pusit ang Office of the Vice President.
Madam Chair, may I?
The only requirement is to provide a direct response on the question. Meaning to say, a response that is directly related to the question. Meaning to say, kung may question at ayaw niyo pong sagutin niyo lang diretsahan na hindi po ako sasagot dun sa tanong. Ang problema po kasi, ang response ay naging hindi related dun sa tanong. Halimbawa, may tanong, ang sagot ay paglalarawan dun sa nagtanong. So, hindi naman yon klaro na hindi yon directly related dun sa tanong. Kaya, yun po, I think it's a reasonable ask. If there's a question, you may or may not answer. You're not compelled. But you just please say, I do not wish to answer. That's it. At least we know it's a direct response. And with that, we move to the next
Madam Chair.
person on the list.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, hindi na po tayo matatapos.
Yan ang sinabi ko sa iyo kanina. Ayaw mo maniwala sa akin eh. Aabot talaga tayo ng bukas dito. Diba? Madam Chair.
Is this an inquiry regarding...
What he said.
Yes, and
Yes,
please,
ma'am.
I remind also our
Yes, ma'am.
first persons to please act in a respectful manner. Esensya na po, hindi po kasama sa poder ninyo ang pagpa-fire ng presiding officer ng hearing na to. So yes,
So if you allow members of the House of Representatives lines like what you just said, like pusit, bakit mo ako kinu-crucify for saying a fact that somebody is convicted of child abuse sitting in the chair? Pusit? And then, I cannot fire the presiding chair. So bakit?
yes,
Bakit napaka one-sided nito, ma'am?
noted po.
Dahil ba madami kayo dyan sa kabila at nag-iisa ako dito?
We note all your comments, ma'am, and let us now proceed. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair, point of order.
Yes, the Honorable Benny Abante.
I just came in. I hear this. We're not talking about the budget. We're accusing each other here. I'd like to find out from the resource speaker if this is the kind of hearing that we're going to have.
Sir, I am not the presiding officer of this hearing.
I know.
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, you're asking questions, Madam Chair. The speaker does not have any right to ask questions. Or do you have?
Where is that
Madam Vice
in your
President,
rules that
Madam Vice
a resource
President,
person
this is a
cannot
budget hearing.
request for clarification?
Some order, please. Some order, please. Yes, Honorable Benny Abante, you may proceed.
I'm just asking a question to our resource speaker. You know, because she's asking a question and she's accusing some of the members of this committee. I just would like to find out if we are the ones that have the right to ask questions and her right is to answer the questions of the committee.
Okay, so we
Yun lang
had-
po sa akin yung point of order, Madam Chair.
Yes.
I think you understand me,
Silence.
Madam Vice President, am I right?
No, sir. I'm gonna ask
No, so-
the chair to ask you to clarify what are my
Yeah,
accusations.
please wait to be recognized, ma'am. Pasensya na po. So again, I'd like to remind our resource persons that you are here, you're invited to answer 2%, and you've done that. Thank you very much. And at this point in time, you're here to respond to the questions of our members, and we request you to please respond in a direct way.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2025 budget proposal by question and answer. I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the 2025 budget.
Honorable Brosas, you may proceed.
Madam Chair, ayaw tayo sagutin, Madam Chair. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit tayo ayaw sagutin. Napakasimple po ng mga tanong natin. It is about dates. It is about confirming yung mga dates, Madam Chair. So ayaw tayo sagutin at sa harap ng publiko. Ang publiko po ay may karapatang malaman ito. Kaya po tayo nagka-question kaugnay dito, Madam Chair. This is about transparency and accountability, and it doesn't exempt the office of the Vice President. No, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Madam Vice President.
she may not like my answer. She may not like how I answer. She may not like the content of my answer. But I am answering. I do not have to answer to her. If I want to answer to the people,
We note that, Madam Vice President.
If I want to answer to the people,
You may proceed, Honorable Brosas.
yes, Madam Chair.
Madam
We
Chair,
are
kailangan
already
pong
cooperating with the Supreme Court
Madam Chair,
cases
ang
and the
dokumentong
Commission on
ipinataas sa
Ethics.
official ng gobyerno, Madam Chair. I believe yun po ang kailangan natin gawin, Sa isang simpleng mamamayan, kapag
Madam
nagkamali ka ng kahit isa sa
Diba?
form na sasagutin,
Please wait
Madam
to be
Chair,
acknowledged. Yes, Honorable Brosas, please
yes,
proceed.
nagpapasa tayo
Diba,
ng application, kailangan tama ang nakalagay,
Kung hindi
Madam niya naman
Chair.
gusto kung paano
Ipapasulit
ipapasulit sa'yo
at
kapag nagkamali,
sumasagot
ganyan din ang
ako.
Wait to be acknowledged, Madam Vice President. Isa-isa lang.
Hindi
tayo,
naman
tayo
pwedeng sabihin niyo na hindi ako sumasagot dahil hindi niya gusto yung sagot ko.
Yes, isa-isa lang po tayo magsasalita. So yes, Honorable Brosas. Yes, proceed and continue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, kailan sinabit ng OVP ang liquidation report ng 2022 confidential fund sa Intelligence and Confidential Fund Audit Office ng Commission on Audit? Yan, Madam Chair, siguro naman masasagot tayo ng OVP, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2025 budget proposal. By question and answer, I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Honorable Brosas. Proceed, please.
Yes, Madam Chair, simple questions of dates, Madam Chair, hindi na tayo sinasagot. I don't think so nasasagutin niya tayo sa iba pa. So, Madam Chair, let me run down my questions. Sa iba pa. Madam Chair, yung pagtanong ko sa kailan sinabmit, tapos kung kaya, ibig sabihin yung liquidation report na dated January 10, 2023, it was only submitted to ICFAO on September 18, 2023. And Madam Chair, pinroses ang confidential funds na ito noong 2022.
tatanungin ko rin sana kung aware ang OVP sa Joint Circular Number 2015-01. Kindly wind up. And Madam Chair, for the record, kasi Madam Chair, nakalagay sa item 6.2.2.7 no, ng Joint Circular, all cash advances for CF, for the confidential fund, or intelligence fund shall be liquidated at year-end, Madam Chair. So yun po yung reason kung bakit natin tinatanong kasi lumagpas. Ibig sabihin, hindi nagko-comply ang OVP sa deadline na nakalagay sa joint circular na dapat niliquidate na ang cash advance para sa confidential funds ng 2022 noong December 22 pa lamang, 2022 pa lamang. Yun po yung year-end niya. Pero nakita niyo naman January. So Madam Chair, those are simple questions na kayang-kayang sagutin ng OVP but never na sinagot ng OVP, Madam Chair. So, Madam Chair, sana man lang kahit paligoy-ligoy, hindi sinagot talaga Madam Chair. So, thank you, Madam Chair. Next to interpolate is
Madam Chair,
yes.
yes. Hindi po totoo yung sinasabi ni Representative Rosas na hindi ako sumagot. Hindi sumagot ang Office of the Vice President. We cooperated with the cases in the Supreme Court. There are 4 cases in the Supreme Court. And then we cooperated with all the audit actions of the Commission on Audit. Now, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on that proposal.
Madam Chair, last lang, Madam Chair. This is a Congress, Madam Chair. Lang sa round 2, Honorable Rosas. Yes, sasabihin ko lang, Madam Chair, na proper forum ito para malaman natin ang lahat. This is a proper forum. Ang Kongreso po ang dapat nag-aalam niya. Thank you.
Pero gusto ko lang pong tanungin si Madam Vice President, if the representatives of the people, like this House, has all the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency. Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, is it a question? I think it's directed to the House.
No, I'm asking you the question, Madam Chair. I'm asking the question to the resource speaker if she believes that this House, being the representative of the people, has the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency.
Right, precisely. That's why I say I will leave it to the
Only
House
yes
of
or no, Madam
Representatives to decide
Madam
on
Chair.
the proposal
Madam Chair,
as presented.
excuse me, Madam Chair, that can only be answerable by yes or no.
We, again, Chair would like to remind our guests to please be responsive to the queries of the members in the most direct manner. So please proceed, Madam Vice President.
I already answered.
Answer
Madam-
by yes or
Madam
no?
Chair, perhaps my ears are not very clear, so I would like to find out if she answered yes, Madam Chair.
And I will leave it to the House of Representatives
I
to
do not
decide on
want her
the
to explain, Madam
proposal
Chair.
as
Madam
presented.
Chair, she has been answering the same answers since we started this query and this hearing. What I just want to ask, Madam Chair, is very simple. A simple answer of yes or no. Does the Vice President believes that this House has all the right to scrutinize the budget of any agency? I'm not just referring to the agency of the Vice President. I am referring to every agency of government, Madam Chair. That can only be simply answered by yes or no. I do not need to hear paulit-ulit na kasagutan niya. Kanina pa, gusto lang po marinig. Hindi po ako nagagalit. Oo, hindi po katulad niya, parang inis na siya. Oo, gusto ko lang po malaman. Oo, humbly speaking, naniniwala ba siya, Madam Chair, na itong House na ito, na binoto ng tao, ay merong karapatan ayon sa konstitusyon na scrutinize natin ang budget ng any ahensya ng gobyerno, including Congress, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, may I request the Secretariat to put on record, cut and paste. I will forgo and I will leave my answer, my previous answer.
Madam Chair, I would just like to ask, why is it very hard for her to answer yes? I'd like to ask, why is it, Madam Vice President, why is it so hard for you to answer yes when you know that the answer should be yes? Why do you have to explain? Why do you have to explain? We're simple people here. I'm not even a lawyer. You are a lawyer, Madam Chair. So, this is a simple question of a simple Filipino. Meron po bang karapatan ang House na ito na scrutinize ang budget ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno? Yun lang po ang tanong ko. Pwede pong sagutin ito ng yes or no. Kung yes, salamat. Kung no, edi salamat din. At least nalaman ng taong bayan.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 22
Madam Chair, I do not
by
need
question and
an
answer.
explanation
I
of
will
the
leave it
answer,
to the
Madam
House
Chair.
of Representatives
Madam Chair,
to decide if
Madam
they
Chair,
Order, please.
Point of order, Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Abante, you may proceed.
I do not need her to explain, please. You have been giving the same answer for hours. The same answer for hours. Alam ko naman po ang pagnanais nyo. Why you answer the same for hours? Ngayon po, iba naman ang tanong ko. Ang tanong ko ito, tatanungin ko uli, Madam Chair, meron po bang karapatan bilang mga representante ng taong bayan sa bawat distrito at party list na mag-scrutinize ng budget ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno? Hindi po natin pinag-uusapan dito ang confidential fund. Ang pinag-uusapan po natin budget.
Madam Chair, before you answer, the gentleman wishes to have a direct answer, either yes or no. Are you going to provide a direct answer? Honorable Abante?
So, what is the answer?
I asked whether our Madam Vice President will provide a direct answer to your query, and the answer is no.
May I know why?
Madam Vice President? And her answer is no as well.
I don't think that would be the right answer, Ms. The question is, may I know why? And her answer is no. Would that be the right answer to the question why?
Madam Vice
Madam Chair.
President, you wish to comment?
Madam Chair, hindi dahil hindi niyo gusto yung mga sagot ko, hindi niyo gusto yung manner ng pagsagot ko, at hindi niyo gusto ang mga sinasabi ko, hindi ibig sabihin na
Madam Chair.
hindi ka sinasagot.
Madam Chair,
ang mga
point of
tanong.
order.
Yes, Honorable
Mali po
Abante.
yata ang sinasabi niya, hindi niyo gusto. Hindi yung niyo. Madam Chair, huwag niyong isali dito ang aking mga kasamahan dito. Ako ang nagtatanong. Sabihin mo sa akin, hindi ko gusto ang tanong mo. Yun lamang ang dapat niyang sabihin sa akin. Sapagkat hindi ko rin gusto ang sagot niya. Madam Chair, ganun lang. Oo. Ano po ang sagot niya?
Madam Vice President, you wish to...
Madam Chair, there's
Answer.
no question.
The Honorable Abante is asking for a question, for a response. Ano po ang sagot niya? Yan ang huli po niyang sinabi.
I request that the question be repeated.
Honorable Abante, kindly repeat your question, not to be
The answer is what?
included in your time. To please repeat your last question.
Ito po, ang tanong ko kanina, meron po bang naniniwala po ba ang ating Vice President na meron pong karapatan ang mga representante ng taong bayan, ng mga distrito at mga party list na scrutinize po namin ang budget ng bawat ahensya. Hindi po lang ahensya niya, ng bawat ahensya ng gobyerno. Yes o no lang po ang sagot yan. Ang tanong ko po, Madam Chair, kanina ayaw niya sumagot. Ang sagot niya, ayaw niya sagutin. So ang tanong ko ito, may I know why? Ang sagot niya, no. Aba, Madam Chair, hindi po ako masyadong expert mag-English, pero palagay ko po naman, yung pong tanong na may I know why, palagay ko hindi po tama yung sagot na no.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, palagay ko. So that explains it. It is his opinion.
Madam Chair,
It's up to you. You are the presiding officer.
Madam Chair, hindi ko po opinion yun. Nakalagay po sa Konstitusyon yun tulad po ng Vice President natin. Naniniwala po siya sa mandato niya bilang Vice President. Naaayon sa Konstitusyon. Ganoon din po ang mandato natin dito na meron tayong karapatan mag-scrutinize ng budget ng anumang ahensya ng gobyerno ayon sa Konstitusyon. Ang tanong ko sa kanya, naniniwala ka ba doon?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, umikot na po tayo. Bumalik na tayo sa simula. Natapos na yon, nasagot na. Ang sinabi, palagay ko, hindi iyan ang tamang sagot. Kung hindi niya gusto yung sagot ko, hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ako sumagot.
Madam Chair, palagay ko, hindi po siya sumagot sapagkat inuudit lamang niya ang sinabi niya. O ito po ang gusto kong tanungin sa kanya. Pag pwede ba, Madam Chair, pakiulit mo yung sagot mo na isinasagot mo ng paulit-ulit kanina pa, Madam Chair. Gusto ko lang ulit marinig. Gusto ko lang ulit mai-record. Pakiulit mo lang ang sagot mo sa lahat ng mga tanong na tinatanong dito mula pa kanina.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I do not want to assume, so I would like to be clarified. Is this the OVP 2025 budget proposal or the confidential funds?
Madam Chair, sinabi ko budget eh. Hindi ko sinabing confidential fund. Sinabi ko budget. Medyo mahina yata ang tenga ni Vice President eh. Sinabi ko budget eh. Hindi confidential fund. Sinabi ko na wala akong pakialam sa confidential fund. Ang pakialam ko ganito. Meron pang karapatan. Naniniwala ba siya na ang Kongreso ay merong karapatan mag-scrutinize ng budget ng anumang ehensya? Yun po ang tanong ko. Sagutin po niya yes or no. Ayun, ayaw niya sagutin ng yes or no. Sabihin niya sa akin ang sagot niya kanina ng paulit-ulit sa lahat ng mga tanong ng ating mga colleagues.
I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal as presented.
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po. Ibig sabihin po, yung kasagutan niya na paulit-ulit, naniniwala siya na mayroong karapatan ang Kongresong ito na i-scrutinize ang budget. Kahit ang budget na yan nagsimula ng 2023, meron pa rin karapatan ang Kongresong ito na i-scrutinize ang budget. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair. Maraming salamat po, Vice President.
Salamat. Next to interpolate is Honorable Richard Gomez.
Can they apply for additional educational assistance in such program?
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal as presented.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Vice President. Madam Chair, on the Kalusugan Food Truck Pansarap, does this also cover parts of the Visayas, or is it only limited to NCR?
President.
Yes, ma'am. I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Office of the Vice President
Of the Republic of the Philippines appropriations.
and I will leave it to the House of proposal as presented.
Mentioned that she will forgo the right to personally defend the budget through a question and answer format. How should this committee interpret such a decision? would it be fair to conclude, Madam Chair, that the programs under the OVP may not be as high a priority or as important as we had hoped for? Or should we interpret the response and the demeanor of the Vice President indicates that we, the elected representatives of the people, and the people that we represent do not deserve an explanation on how public funds would be spent by their office, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair, all the answers are in the audiovisual presentation, the documents that we submitted to the committee secretariat, the opening statement, and the PowerPoint presentation. I did not say forgo the right, I said forgo the opportunity to defend.
Thank you, Madam Vice President, because I think it's not our right to explain our budget. It's our duty to explain our budget. That's all, Madam Chair. I would have to say, I leave it to the committee to consider the responses of our Honorable Vice President in the approval of the budget of the OB.
Second, Vice Chair, nakakalungkot kasi nandito tayo lahat para tayo malinawan kung ano talaga yung nangyari, lalong-lalo na sa budget ng Vice President pagdating sa confidential fund and yung budget niya ngayong 2025. Kaya lang, hindi na rin ako magtatanong kasi alam ko, paulit-ulit din yung kanyang isasagot. So nakaka-frustrate lang dahil ito ay pera ng taong bayan. I would like to thank the Vice President for showing her true colors to the House and her lack of respect for check and balances and the separation of powers and accountability. We are a republic. We don't have a king or a queen. Now, Madam Chair, dahil hindi naman masagot ni VP Sara yung mga katanungan ng miyembro, may I move now to defer the hearing of the budget of the Office of the Vice President. I so move,
Is there any objection? Hearing none, same is approved.